Imagine waking up tomorrow and the news isn't about the economy or politics. The headline on every screen on Earth says one thing: we found a planet better than Earth. What happens next will divide humanity forever. Welcome to This Explainer. It really raises the ultimate question, doesn't it? Would you stay or would you leave? Take a second and really think about it. If you could pack up your entire life and start completely over on a pristine, perfect new world, would you jump at the chance? The answer isn't as simple as you might think. Section 1. The Greatest Discovery. From Hellscapes to Paradise. You know, for thousands of years, humanity has looked up at the stars and asked that one lingering question: are we alone? Now today, astronomers have actually discovered thousands of exoplanets. But let's be honest, most of them are absolutely brutal. We're talking burning hellscapes, frozen wastelands, or just giant balls of toxic gas. But imagine if a next-generation telescope detects something truly extraordinary. Earth 2.0. A world with breathable air, liquid oceans, lush green forests, and perfect gravity. No extreme weather, no deadly natural disasters, just unlimited fresh water and a stable climate. Basically, a true paradise. The moment scientists confirm this, well, the reaction is pure chaos. Within minutes, the internet completely crashes. Stock markets plummet, governments all over the world are scrambling, calling emergency meetings. The biggest discovery in all of human history has just been made. But right on the heels of that excitement comes a pretty crushing reality. Where exactly is this place? Which brings us to Section 2, Crossing the Void, 40 light-years away. So the answer? It's almost 40 light-years away. And just like that, the global excitement turns instantly into pure frustration. Because with today's technology, a journey like that would literally take tens of thousands of years. Reaching it immediately becomes humanity's absolute greatest mission. Scientists would instantly begin designing tech that looks like it was ripped straight out of a sci-fi movie. We're talking fusion-powered spaceships, antimatter engines, laser-driven light sails, and generation ships. Now, a generation ship is a profoundly heavy concept to wrap your head around. It's a massive spacecraft where entire families will be born, they'll live, grow old, and actually die, all before ever seeing the destination. The original crew who leaves Earth will never set foot on Earth 2.0. They'd be sacrificing their entire lives simply to act as a bridge for their great-great-grandchildren. Section 3. Who gets to go? The ultimate selection. Here's a massive problem that absolutely no technology can solve. Right now, more than 8 billion people live right here on Earth, but any ship we could conceivably build can only carry a tiny, microscopic fraction of that population. So that leads us to probably the most dangerous question in human history. Who gets to decide? Do we just send the smartest scientists, the richest billionaires, or maybe just the youngest and healthiest among us? I mean, imagine watching humanity pack its bags, knowing for a fact that you and your family will never be among them. That single, impossible decision could honestly spark World War III before a ship ever even leaves the launch pad. Section 4. The Alien Ecosystem. Arrival at Paradise. But let's fast forward. Imagine we actually make it. We cross the dark, terrifying void of space and finally arrive. The view out the window is breathtaking. Crystal clear blue oceans, massive green forests, mountains taller than Everest. Everything looks absolutely perfect. But as we all know, perfection never really lasts. As soon as the first landers touch down, scientists discover something hiding just beneath the soil: microscopic life. Now, we're not talking about highly intelligent aliens or sci-fi monsters here, just tiny living organisms. But make no mistake, it is life. And suddenly, humanity is staring down its greatest ethical nightmare. Do we go ahead and build our cities, knowing full well we'll be destroying an alien ecosystem? Or do we leave this absolute paradise completely untouched, just like we would hope another advanced civilization would respect our Earth? For the very first time in history, human survival and our deepest moral values collide head-on. Section 5. The People Left Behind. Earth's Fate. While that unbelievable moral crisis unfolds light years away, what on earth happens to the billions of people who didn't make the cut? If millions of people leave, do our crowded, polluted cities just slowly disappear? Does nature finally reclaim the abandoned highways and skyscrapers? Or does Earth become something else entirely? A protected, sacred living museum, no longer our only home, but rather our untouched birthplace. Section 6. Two versions of humanity. Evolutionary split.
Now, I want you to imagine an even more incredible future where the children born on Earth 2.0 begin to physically adapt. Think about it. They're born into a completely different environment, different gravity, a different atmosphere. Generation after generation, their bodies would physically change just to survive. Over thousands of years, the colonizers will literally start to look less and less like us.
It leads to this absolute mind-blowing divergence. On one hand, you have Earth humans, and on the other, New World humans. From one single point of origin, this epic journey results in two completely different futures, and essentially two entirely different species. Wild, right?
Section 7, Returning to Reality. The search continues.
Okay, let's bring it back to present-day reality for a second. Could we actually discover a planet better than Earth in our lifetimes? Well, astronomers are actively searching thousands of planets right now that sit inside what's called the habitable zone. And sure, we haven't found a true Earth 2.0 quite yet, but here is the fact that makes this so terrifyingly exciting. There are hundreds of billions of stars in the Milky Way galaxy alone. That's a scale that's almost impossible to picture, which means there could literally be millions of worlds out there fully capable of supporting life.
It kind of makes you think, maybe, right now, somewhere way across the galaxy, another civilization is looking through their own telescopes at our sun, wondering if someone lives here. One day, the greatest first contact in human history might not be alien spaceships visiting us. It might just be two separate civilizations simply finding each other in the dark.
So, after all of that, I really need to know, if scientists announce tomorrow that they actually found a perfect Earth 2.0, would you fight tooth and nail for a seat on that ship, leaving everything behind to start over? Or would you stay and protect the broken, beautiful world that made us who we are? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep wondering, keep looking up, and I'll catch you next time.